Hey patrons, end of another month, and that means you'll get another exclusive video. And this week we're looking at Android 2, the Militoid Assignment. This was originally written by Vortex software for the Spectrum back in 1983, and this C64 edition got ported a month or so later, a year or so later I should say, by Ocean. So I always found that really interesting because Ocean also did Tornado Low Level, which was a review I did a very long time ago. Back when I was starting out, wasn't very good conversion. This fares somewhat better. So the basic idea, we'll run through the instructions while I cover them. So basically, you control the Android 2 and you have to search those three zones, the Maze of Death, the Paradox Zone, and the Flatlands to find the 5 Militoids, which are basically sort of centipede-like creatures. So you find them, destroy them, get back to your transporter before time runs out. And you sort of see, I like this here where it actually shows a bit of gameplay and all the objects. You can see the Android 2, the Militoids, the various droids. You can shoot those blue hover droids, but not those red bouncers, the mines, the capsule, and all the obstacles. And also shows, your HUD there. You've got your radar, your timer, your lives, the Militoids, and the mine warning. And of course, the joystick or keyboard. Yeah, a lot of these early games were a mix of both, but let's dive in. I do question the choice of using a bit of a old jar there, because probably, that era. So let's start, transition over, and you can sort of see that scrolling's a little blocky, in fact. You have to manually pick joystick, which is really annoying. Anyway, so let's go through. Like I said, the goal is to find the 5 Militoids. You can see one just sitting towards that top section of the screen now. It's just... It's really where the first part of this game is frustrating is simply that, you get a collision and it's like... Alright, so 1 Militoid is down. 4 more that I have to find. But yeah, every time you get a collision, you die. Just like that. And it's sort of, well, you can sort of see. The first thing I really find frustrating here is that the input sort of feels choppy. I did have a quick play of the Spectrum one before I went and recorded this. And what I found was it still has the same problem, but it responds a little better. But just some of the aspects with input here where you could just die that easily from a collision, like that, is really frustrating. And that's really what it comes down to, is because the controls have this slight lag on the input, and also with the push scrolling. And I know that really is a bit of an artifact from, just how the Spectrum hardware is capable. And here, you sort of see, I don't know if it's just me, and my trying to display it on a more modern TV, but it really, just has moments where it just doesn't scroll that cleanly. And it feels, as a result, that it just feels too clunky to play, which is a shame, because actually, I really like what it does. Back in this era, 1983, 84, a lot of games were still, arcade clones. And here it's you've got the maze, and a lot of maze games tend to be a lot more simpler in their presentation. And this, I believe, was the first sort of showing of the classic sort of Vortex 3D angle that they'd use. They'd use that in TLL, Cyclone, and a few others, I believe. And it sort of really is the first one of the titles where this really is the case. Yay, 1 destroyed. Okay. And when you've got to time your way through the gates, well, not the through the various creatures that are in these mazes, it really adds to the challenge of what you need to be doing. But the fact that the controls are choppy, the fact that it's incredibly easy to get to just lose all your lives in a matter of moments really frustrates me. Which is a shame, because I think it's just something unique. Just such an interesting little shooter. Well, that's the second one gone. And a third. Could I actually do it? I know I've got the radar to help, but I find it never really helped all that much, personally, but No, that was by far my best game, though. And while I showed, the first stage, you barely finished it, you can really sort of see what happens with the later stages. Yeah, I do love this presentation. I love having that help built in, that was something a lot of earlier games would do. Later ones weren't quite so common with that. But yeah, the character movement is just way too frustrating for me, and that kind of ruins the game a bit. Which is a shame, because I really like the idea, and I really think it plays okay. I mean, the Spectrum one feels a little tighter to play as well, and hopefully that feels a little better. I'd probably say check that one out first. So thanks again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so very much for continuing to support the channel and what I do. Hopefully I'll continue to provide these and other more enjoyable games over time, and show you, continue to show the library of the old 8-bits. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.